Hello, I'm Brian. I'm going to be doing a little Japanese with you guys, with everyone, I should say, on the stream. Uh, I'm trying to fight my hair situation right now, so apologize if it's a little messy. I think that's pretty good. So yeah, I've been doing this WaniKani Japanese vocab and kanji lessons, having visited Japan now several times, so that when I do go back, I can actually be a little more proficient. The first time I went, I knew maybe a handful of phrases, and I learned quickly what I needed to know to get along there, but around, I should say. But yeah, this app, this service you can get, which I have no affiliation with, but I do love, and they're out of Portland, so they're cool. Uh, Happy to support and promote their service. It's Kanji, which, if you're not familiar with Kanji, it is the writing system that look like pictographs in Japan. So they have like different alphabets and all this other stuff. But basically, the primary source of the language in Japanese is Kanji, followed, I assume, very closely by hiragana, which we'll probably see a little bit of as well, which is the phonetics, one of the phonetic systems. But WaniKani does a great job of doing flashcards with mnemonics to help you remember the vocab and the kanji. In addition, it's got a SRS system, which is a repetition, space repetition system. So it sort of asks you at certain points, and then it kind of gets longer and longer between when it asks you, so that uh, you can really practice your language skills and not speaking. That's the only downside to doing this on your phone or on your computer. So in this video, or this series that I've been doing, I'm speaking some of it. I'm not consistent, so I'm gonna try to get better at doing all of them. But that helps me, and hopefully helps you. I don't know. Hey Matt, well, I'm glad you're here. Cheers! Also, it's happy hour, and we're celebrating Japanese New Year. So I just got this today from Daiso, which is a lovely Japanese store here in Seattle. Also in various places in California, and I'm guessing Oregon, and Japan. And I actually found out about this, that they had New Year's stuff, which is Shogatsu, Japanese New Year. They had, in this YouTube series I watched, Tabi Eats. Tabi is travel. So Tabi Eats is this gay couple that lives in Tokyo, and they do YouTube videos about Japan. And they're like, yeah, Daiso's got New Year's stuff. I said, oh my gosh. So I went there today and got this banner for let's see, I think it was a whopping 200 yen. What is it? Oh man, these prices are so hard to find on here. I think it was like $2. Maybe it was $3. Yeah, I can't find a price. Oh well, doesn't matter. So yeah, and the Daiso is right. It's a Japanese, kind of a Dollar Tree. In fact, they actually have these stores in Japan called the 100 yen stores, which is not quite a dollar. So I found a lot of amazing gifts for people in the 100 yen store. So if you ever go to Japan, look up the 100 yen stores. Look up Daiso. They're great stuff for really cheap. So yeah, little banner. Sake. So yes, I have a favorite, and I'm gonna have to look it up because I always forget the name of it. But it is a Nama Genshu sake. Let's see, it's like red maple sake. Nama Genshu. I'm looking it up as I. Is this it? I think this is it. Yes. Kamo Izumi. Aged Nama Red Maple. Put a link in the. I don't know if this is going to work. Actually, it should work on Twitch. Let me just do that there. You can get this in the States. In fact, I got 3 bottles at a local sake importer called Sake Nome, Nomi, rather. Sake Nomi, which is a fantastic joke in Japanese because it is literally, it means drinker. or alcoholic. So this sake importer in Seattle is, named Sakinomi. So I love it. Awesome store. I've been there once now, but they do sake tastings. So Matt, when you come down in the soon to come times where we actually are allowed to travel amongst our countries again and congregate in public, we have to go there. But yeah, that's my favorite. I like a lot of the sweeter ones too. There's one that's got like green apple. I have a bottle in the fridge and I can't remember the name of it. You can get that anywhere. It's pretty cheap too. This one's like a decently priced bottle of sake, and it's funny. I actually had this for the first time in San Diego, so I didn't even have it in Japan. I had a bunch of good ones in Japan, but I don't remember any of them, and I was horrible. I didn't write them down. But yeah, this one you can get in the States. In fact, I think it's bottled in California somewhere, and then it's imported from Japan, and then they bottle it here. So anyway, I guess I could just also do that. I was like putting links up, but I've got a screen share ability here. That is, oops, that's it there. And on their site, you can get them for $37 a bottle. That is not what I paid at a restaurant, and that is not what I paid at the local importer. So I have to come back to this and see if there's let's see if there's a way to use this. But this price could be out of date. Who knows what's going on here? But yeah, that's it. That's what it looks like. Great. Really, they talk about a rich honey characteristic. I like it sweet, but it's also creamy because it's unpasteurized. So it's not super cloudy, so it's not clarified or anything. But it's just delicious, so good. I guess it's got sort of a smoky fluid. I don't know. They talk about port and sherry, which makes sense because I love ports and sherries. So yeah. Anyway, let's do some Japanese. But I don't mind these delightful diversions. I'm always up for conversations about anything Japanese here. And yes, you're going to have to, when I come to Victoria, you're going to have to help me. You have to show me some good stuff. Oh, pay no attention. This was a horrible, horrible lesson thing I did this morning. But we're clearing the slate. Okay, so the way this works, these are kanji. In fact, there's two right here. I have to translate this into, so this is vocab. So purple background means vocabulary. So two kanjis put together mean a word or sort of, concept. So I have to, in this case, since it's asking for the reading. Hi, Gina. I don't know what Gina Locke is. Is that a sake? But yeah, so two kanji together. I'm going to give the reading, which is how you would say it or read it phonetically, and then it will get another chance to give the translation. So if it's vocab reading, we're saying what it is, like we're just saying it. If it's a meaning, we're going to translate it. So this is world. There's two symbols here, both of which mean world. So it actually sort of, you see this in Japanese a lot. There'll be like two kanji that mean kind of the same thing. And kanji can mean a bunch of different things, so that kind of narrows it down in this case. But this is world and world. And I believe it's yokai. I believe. It might be sekai. Is it sekai or yokai? Oh, man. Yokai is like Japanese spirits and like monsters. So I'm wondering if it's sekai. But the first symbol is usually yo. So I'm really torn here. And I haven't seen this one in a while. I'm going to go with sekai. But I might be wrong. Oh, I'm right. Yay. So obviously green means you're right. We'll get another crack to do the translation. But this again is world. And so the symbols down here you see are hiragana. So hiragana is one of the phonetic alphabets. Each symbol is a sound, usually one or two characters long. So the first one there is se, S-E, se, and then ka is the second symbol. I don't know if you can see my little mouse pointer there. And the third one is I, or I. So it's sekai, sekai. So that's how we'll read it. That's what we're typing. And I'm typing it in what they call Romaji, which is basically just our Latinized version of their sounds. and it then converts that right into hiragana. So okay, first one down of 108. This is, oh gosh, this is a kanji. This is not a full concept, but a part of a concept. I don't remember if this is request or, and I'm doing concepts first because I think that's the most important for me, and then the spelling, obviously, I got to get to. So it's either request or previously or beforehand. I think it's request. So I'm going to go with Q. And that's sort of the other thing, is if I get the concept, if I get the meaning right, I think there's a better chance I'll get the sound. So, okay, good. So this is request. Q, so that's key, and then a little u, which is a YU sound. So Q, and so you almost lose the E part, so it's just ku. So there's actually, is there a way to say it? Oh, here we go. Nope, you can't do that one. There's a little, male and female voice actor that will pronounce them for you. So I was going to have them do that. But Q, and you kind of just like the Y part kind of drops off. So Q, but it's a long U. And a lot of Japanese sounds are distinguished not by accent, but by length. So it's not ku, it's ku. So it's just, that. But it's also different than ku, which is Ku, U. So there's a slight difference. Anyway, whatever. Request. This is, so this is meaning first. And this is, I just had this one earlier. Promise. I believe this is promise. Nope. This is not promise. This is all or very. And it's weird. They use this one in weird places. So I just learned this one not long ago, and there's two that look so similar. So anyway, it's not what I thought it was. Okay, so now they're going to have me guess the spelling, and I just got the meaning wrong. But now that I know it's not promise, I think it is it is teki. Teki. Oh, and I'm wrong there too. Okay, so I think the kanji was right. It was promise, which is yaku. And the tricky part with this is when a kanji is by itself and is its own word, it doesn't necessarily mean the thing that the kanji by itself means. Yeah. So now that I know that, I should have gotten this right. It's ability, I believe. About. It's about. So yeah, we'll know for next time. This is nature. And the pronunciation is Zen, just like you'd say like Zen Buddhism. And I remember this one. So there's these little mnemonics they give. Actually, I can show you one of them here. So it's to help you retain these symbols in your brain. There's a version of this that you'll see occasionally. It's like a blue background, and it's the radicals by themselves. And the radicals are the pieces that make up the kanji. And so you learn mnemonics for the radicals, and those are just arbitrary. They're not official. They're just the system made up their own. Sometimes they're actually full kanji, and then you go, oh, that's the kanji for this, but it's also a radical. So you take those radicals and you put the story together of the different pieces. And this one's got a moon, a dog, boils, and nature. It's a bunch of stuff, right? There they are, broken out. I stick on the dog because the dog is a very memorable symbol for me. Inu in as the word. So yeah, seeing this and also the little hash marks there, that's boil. So dog boiling, okay. In my head, I don't know enough that are that similar to this. So to me, it stands out as, oh yeah, this is nature. Because there is one that looks very similar that has the boil things, but it does not have the dog. And that one is heat. So that's obviously a different meaning. So yeah, so that's nature, which will be Zen when we get to it. Okay, so this is an interesting kind of combination of kanji and hiragana. And they call this a jukugo word. Make sure I'm doing that right. I always say that wrong. But so the first symbol here is a kanji, and that has its own meaning. And then the rest are just sounds. So it's something nai. N-A-I. So it's, this is a symbol for small or few. So Oh, what's this one? It's been a while. Sho or Suku? Suko. So Suko or Suku? It's not Sukunai, I don't think. Shonai? Maybe it's Sukunai. I don't remember now. Let's try that. Sukunai or Sukonai? Sukunai. Okay, good. Woo-hoo. So, yeah, I have to reason it out. I wish I was faster at some of these, and some I obviously know pretty well, but like some of these are just so far back in the recesses of my brain that I have to talk through them, and it helps. It actually helps, but it takes forever. So yeah, few. This will mean few, and it's weird because nai is actually a negation, so I don't quite understand how this fits together. I'm gonna look at this again because we heard the audio.
少ない
So also, Sue is sort of a weird sounding one. I say Sue because it helps me remember and distinguish it, but it's really ts, and the oo part kind of gets dropped. So it's
少ない
skunai.
少ない
Skunai, not sukunai.
少ない
So, yeah, that's another fun thing you got to kind of keep in your head. It's an adjective. A lot of times Japanese words that end in the E sound are adjectives. So yeah, see, look, few, little. So it's they kind of break out the different parts. So there's the mnemonic, and they're gonna go. Yeah, see a few. I wanted to see if they talk about the type of word it is, but they don't. Well, they give sentence examples or example sentences, which is another vocab I just learned recently. But yeah, that's they put it in context there. What I should be doing, and I'm not, is translating this every time I get one, and I should be doing that. And again, I'm not. So that's fun. That'll be something else I need to do. But it's nice though to put it in context and sort of glean more than just the definition, but like how is it actually used? Because the definitions are good, but getting it in situ is always helpful. It also gives you a taste for the grammar, which we're not going to get into much here, at least not on this one. Maybe in a future one we'll talk grammar. Japanese isn't too crazy, I don't think, with grammar, but yeah. Okay, back to kanji. We've got, I believe this is chapter. So the symbols are stand, moon, and that's heart or breath? Heart. I think it's heart. So I think this is chapter, which is sho. Nope. Okay, so it's not chapter, it's not sho. It's not breath. Is idea? I bet it's idea. Yep. So idea, which is e. Sound. Oh, that's sound. Oh gosh, yeah. So that again, you can have radicals that combine to form other radicals. Of course, it's radicalception. And heart. So yeah, sound and heart together is an idea. Okay. And yeah, there's the mnemonic for that. That's fine. So that's idea. At least I'll get the meaning right. Oh, there's speaking of meaning. Back to that. So I burned this one. What does that mean? When you burn a flashcard, basically, you don't see it again. And that's great because if you kept all the ones that you've received over the time, you'd have a backlog eventually that would be insane. This actually happens to people who go through all their vocab, learn everything, but didn't burn everything, and then the vocabs, So that's the thing. But yeah, burn is good, except that then once you don't see it anymore, you might forget it. This is where translating sentences or doing other forms of Japanese reading and writing would help you. So it's a good and a bad. But I'm glad in this case because I need to get my backlog down to a manageable number. Okay, we said this one earlier was request. Good. Oh, I burned that one too. Man, I'm on a streak. And this is idea. And this was this was about, but we know this is yaku. These symbols mean quickly and fast together, and when you put these two together, they form. I think it's quickly or immediately. Might be immediately, but yeah, that's the meaning. For the reading, it should be so. It's so and soku. So I think it's so. No, that's not it. Yes, it is. Okay, wow. Let me explain what this one did because it's a little weird. So and soku, because of the weird words in Japanese that do this, it's called rendaku. The latter part of the first word gets dropped and truncated, and sort of like this little su. So it's like a shepherd's hook. You can see it down here. That is like a hard glottal stop. So it's soku or sisoku, or let's hear how they do it.
早速
Okay, so sasoku.
早速
So this is sa. So soku. So it's like a pause, but it's not like a long pause.
早速
I mean, it really kind of just keeps going. So this is definitely one of the harder concepts to grasp, and it's pattern recognition. After a while, you kind of you kind of expect certain ones to get rendaku'd, and you sort of see this pattern that your brain remembers. But learning them otherwise, you just got to do it case by case. But there are kind of, like I said, some patterns that you fall into, so you do eventually get this. And this should be quickly, I think. Quickly or immediately, I don't remember which. Oh, well, I'm going to have to find out. I think it's immediately. Oh, good. Also, I didn't talk about this, but you have other levels besides burning one. I think it's like apprentice, guru, master, enlightened, and then you burn it. So whatever. All that affects is how long before you see it again. If it's a lower level, you see it sooner. If it's a higher level, you see it after longer periods of time, and that's how your brain actually will remember it better. Okay, we did this one earlier. It's Zen. Also, we're not really talking a lot about hiragana, but this is an interesting case where the say sound becomes ze or ze, and then the in to start a Zen. With those two dashes, which I cannot remember for the life of me what those are called. But yeah, that's Zen. That's how you would write that out. So this was not promise. I believe this is not snout. About. Yes. So this is a newer one, and again, the symbol, the kanji here is promise, but when it's by itself as a word, it's about. That's a weird one, or approximately, which is actually important because about can be used in different ways in English. It can be a phrase, was a preposition, I think, or whatever that first part of a phrase word is, or an adverb if that's the context. And so they're saying, oh, no, this is the one that is for the adverb. So it's about or approximately. But the symbol is yaku or promise. So yeah, that's how that works. Let's hear how it says. Oh, they don't do that. They don't do this one. Why not? That's weird. Thought they'd say it, but. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing here. Obviously, if anyone has any questions or wants me to slow down or go over anything, this is for me, but I'm also doing this for, whoever's hanging out. Talk about Japan, talk about Shogatsu, New Year's, which I've never been there for New Year's. That's definitely a dream at some point. Been there for Halloween. That's the only big holiday I've actually been there for. And Halloween is quite a trip. Oh my God. They dress up, they decorate, it's a whole thing. What I really regret, I was there for Halloween, and not by myself, but I was sort of on my own for that part of it. People I was traveling with were for work, and they're fine, but they didn't really like to go out. It was kind of a weird situation. And we were very close to Tokyo. We were actually about two or three two cities down the coast, Yokosuka. And I did go as far as to go to Yokohama, which is like the biggest city to the south of Tokyo. It's its own city. Although Tokyo is like a whole bunch of cities together. But yeah, so I only went as far as Yokohama for Halloween. And I heard later that there was some really cool stuff if you had gone into Tokyo. I think if I had known somebody in Tokyo, like I could go hang with, I think I would have been more apt to do that. But I think it was my first time in Japan back in 2018, and I was just a little too scared. I was a little too intimidated to go into Tokyo. I think it would have been. I was think that was for the first time. I think. Yeah. I hadn't been to Tokyo yet. So I was really tempted, but yeah, didn't happen. All right, so we got, what is this one? Oh, I love this one. So it's gender disease or sex disease. So it is STD. So weird. Which will be Joe Bio, maybe? Joe Bio? I don't know. We'll find out. This is Atari, which is new. No, area. Yes. I always think Atari is new, but that's a errata. Errata or something. Anyway, so yeah, area. Lively? No. So symbols are I, life, lively. And this actually turns into like personal life, I think. Personal life or livelihood? I don't remember which. I'm going to go with livelihood. Oh, I'm wrong. It's probably personal life. Yep. And that first part's probably the distinguishing. I haven't seen this one in a while, too. So, yeah. Private life, the I. Yeah, that makes sense. So, it's like watashi or shikiji. I think it's shikiji. Which is interesting because she and G actually look very similar. So we'll actually, can we? No, meaning. We'll see this when we come back to it. Oh. She, he, G. So she is like a shepherd's hook that's like upright. And then G, you just add the little dashes. Okay, that's not it then. Oh, wait. That's interesting. So there's another one. Oh, I must be thinking of the other. Oh man, there's another one that's very similar. So yeah, she say katsu. Totally different. Never mind. Disregard everything. She say katsu.
私生活
She say katsu. Yeah. So. And this is Atari. So this is actually our first radical. So they kind of just go with what does it look like to you, and if it's a kanji, they'll just use the kanji. But yeah, it's stairs, I believe. Good, burned that one. So this is Jo Bio, right? No. Seibyo. So that symbol can be Jo or Sei. And I picked the wrong one. So there's actually two different readings in Japanese. There's a kun reading and an on reading. Kun reading is the Japanese reading sound that the word is. On is the Chinese derived one. So, you know, that's not to say that if you learn the Chinese or on readings, you're going to know Chinese. You're not. But you can get a glean an idea of what things mean studying kanji. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, it's Sei Bio.
性病
That's fine. This is to become disconnected. Interesting verb. That first bit is like outside or extremity. And then Reiru is just a hiragana. Anything that ends in ru, yu, ku, A lot of those are verbs, not conjugated. So the root form. So yeah, and so this will be hazu. I think it's hazu reru. So when we get to that, which no, okay, good. So we just did this one. This was personal life. This is preparation, or maybe just prepare. It's going to be preparation, isn't it? Oh, no, I'm wrong. That's good. At least it wasn't just a dumb form mistake, because that annoys me. So I got it wrong. It's degrees. It looks a lot like the kanji for prepare. So, all right, degrees, that's fine. Oh, and we just had this one earlier, which is idea. Good. This is degrees. I don't remember what the reading for this is. This is road. A lot of them have a lot of kanji use the little scooter radical, which is this part here. Looks like a scooter, kind of. And then this is neck. So it's like a neck or a giraffe, a long neck, riding a scooter. Okay, well there you go. It's a road, riding a scooter down a road. So if you're good with like picturing that in your mind, and you make it really specific and detailed, that's how you really cement these concepts. And so a giraffe is very distinguishable, strong visual image. So for me, I never forget that this one's neck. I may forget the putting it together, part, but yeah. Okay, this is point or 10. That one's sort of easy to remember. Hazureru. Good. This is south. Oop. So thankfully, I got lucky there. It didn't count against my spelling mistake. Sometimes it will. But yeah, south. There's a way to remember south that involves non, like Indian bread. It's kind of funny. So road is do in the own reading, but I think this is the kun reading. Is it Michi? Yes. Haha. Michi McConnell. Who wants to run him over with your giraffe scooter? It's an open question. I'm not going to make you answer. But I understand. So this is not yet. No, this is the end. So this is Matsu. Yes. Okay, good. And it means end. I've had that one for a while. I should not be an apprentice, but I am. This was degrees, and degrees is kai? No. Oh, man. I should know this one. Do. Okay. Or taku. Oh, wait. Oh, that is the same. Oh, so this doesn't mean by itself. Okay. This this kanji is in the word prepare in a different way. Okay, that makes sense. So it's do, which is that guy. Point. This is music. Reminds me of a music stand. That's a forest. See that one a lot on stores. Mori. So two symbols, now and year. So that is this year. Should be konnen, I believe. So when we get to that. Okay, so we had this one earlier. This was sei bio. Okay, this is hard. Katai. So it's the symbol for hard, which I think the mnemonic's like an old person or something, because that radical is old, and it's in a mouth. So it's like a old person's mouth, and it's really hard. This is not my mnemonic. I am not, this is all their WaniKani's interesting mnemonics. So yeah, that'll be hard. So yeah, konnen. No. What else could it be? It's not konnen. It's not kontoshi. Oh, kotoshi.
今年、
Yeah, that doesn't sound right to me, but all right. I mean, I'm wrong, but it just doesn't. That doesn't. I don't know if I'm gonna remember that. So Kotoshi, what's their little mnemonic here? Wait, Okonen. What did I type? Kon. That's what I typed. Oh no, no, no! I did the wrong one. Oh, that's why. So konnen is right because there's two different ways of saying this. I put nonnen. That's my mistake. Okay, because yeah, konnen.
今年
I'm like, of course it's konnen. I've seen that. This is not a new thing. You actually learn this fairly early on in Japanese because you have to learn, year, day, month, blah blah blah, today, yesterday, tomorrow, all that stuff. But I guess this is the alternate.
今年
Kotoshi, which I haven't encountered in the wild, so that's good to know. Okay, good. Glad to know I didn't have that wrong. So this is, I believe, heavy, followed by, is that, it's not woman, no, heavy need. Heavy request? No, heavy need. So I think this is heavy need? Maybe it's not heavy. Is it a hot need? No. I think it's heavy need. So it's like a demand, maybe. Nope. What is it? Essential. Heavy need. Essential. Not a demand. It's essential. Okay. Okay, so south is non. And the question is it na or na on? Okay, good. It's non. So yeah, non. And I think the reason I even question that is because you spell Indian bread non. Yeah, so that's why. So that means south. This is 20 days, and 20 days is like a special period of time. Like 20's got a extra special significance, and it's also said in weird ways. So this is Hatsuka. Shoot. It's so normally numbers are very straightforward in Japanese. This would be niju and then day. That last symbol's day. So 210 is 20 and then days. But since it's a special case, it's not that. Is it Hatsu? It's Hatsuya? Hatsuba. I don't know. Hatsuka? Is it Hatsuka? Yes, Hatsuka. So ka actually is a common way is the counter basically for saying days. So if it was 10 days, it'd be 2 ka. So they change it a little bit for the first 10. Ichiju ka, 10 days. Or 11, that's actually. No, wait. How about ju ichi ka is 11 days. But yeah, sometimes they're special. All right, so that was hard. This is a verb. It ends in su or tsu. So to speak humbly is the symbol. So this is actually to speak humbly. 20 days. This is beans. Oh, there we go. Good. I think this is Atari Mae. Yep. What does this mean? So Atari, I don't think this is area because the symbol's different. This is the radical is Wolverine because it looks like he's got like 3 claws. So usually that's like success. So previous success beforehand, something like that, but I don't know what the meaning is. This was few. Ka-ki. So there's again a rendaku where it's katsu and ki, but since they combine, and it's ka-ki. Does it let you hear it?
活気
Yeah. So there's the glottal stop where it's like ka-ki. So that's interesting that they do that. This is promise. This is actually promise. Not I was. This is the correct promise. So it's the symbol for promise and the symbol for bundle. So promise by itself is about. Promise with the bundle, a bundle of promises is promise. Yeah. Oh boy. So I think this is Mosu. Okay, good. Pulled that one out of nowhere. So let's see. So human. So the first symbol, which is the symbol for a person, is nin or jin or hito, and in other forms too. So whenever I see one of these, my brain immediately goes, "Oh my God, is it nin or jin?" I know this one's nin because I've gotten it wrong many times, but there's no discernible pattern that I've found to tell me which one it is that I've found. If you know one, please let me know. Nin. Oh, how about I click the right window? Trying to see if I can get that about right. Okay. Nin gin. So that second symbol is interval, and for some reason, person interval means human. Oh God, what was this? A previous success. I know this is going to be something like, oh, it's this. But I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, natural. Sure, natural. That makes sense. Maybe I'll remember this one next time, but I'm not thinking I will. Is there a good mnemonic for it? See there, correct. Front before. Okay. Yeah, so that's a success just right there. So if you've had a success before, everything that seems to be pretty obvious. So it means, obvious. Natural, reasonable, obvious. Not sticking. This is ability. Two symbols. First one is technique or ability. Second one is ability. So again, it's like the duplication kind of tells you, okay, it's ability. This one was human. What did we say this one was? Essential. A heavy demand or heavy request. Heavy need. This is I'm going to try to go with obvious. Maybe obvious will stick better than natural did. Okay, so this is heavy was it Jew? And then request is yo. Sometimes it just works like that. If you know the own readings and it's one of these situations, it just own reading, you're done. That's like the good way, but then there's the exceptions. This one was do, because we did this one earlier and it was prepare. Yes, world. Exactly. Sometimes it just works. And I love that. I love when it just... we haven't had one yet, but I love when it just makes sense. Hopefully you'll see a good example. Like, it's not like world. It's like two concepts that you put together and you think, well, that would be this. And it is. It's exactly the intuitive notion of what you think it'll be. All right. So, oh God. I haven't seen this one in a while. I think... Is it Carrie? Oh, it's a reading. So this is luck. Pulled this out of nowhere. This is luck, and it's un, like the French singular, masculine singular. Un. This is human. Oh gosh, is it human feeling or human gender? What would this be? Human. They're so similar. I think it's human. This is completion. Kanzen. Completion. Yes. Konnen, not nonnen. Kanzen. So kan is perfect. That's the first symbol. Second one is a zen, another zen, because basically there's like a bunch of the same sounds that mean the same thing, or that don't mean the same thing, I should say. Homophones, homophones, right? So kanzen, it means perfect completion, or perfect everything, actually perfect all, and that means completion. Because of course it does. I like this one. It's a little straightforward, but it's town and people, so it's townspeople. Let me try to show mean. Haven't had this one in a while, so glad I remembered it. Luck. So when we get to the concept and the kanji that this is, it's not just luck. It's like, I think it's carry. Because send and carry to me are so similar, but they're very different words. And I remember send really easily. But this one is the one I trip up on, so carry. With difficulty. So broken, shape. So the first one's broken, second one's shape, with difficulty. That one, for some reason, sticks. I don't know. We did this one earlier. This is yaku soku. Which is promise. Big voice. So this is loud. Nope, not loud. What is big voice? It's not loud. Now, this is where the system pisses me off. To me, if I type loud, it must be, the reason they're not giving it to me is because there is another symbol in the system that means literally just loud anything, whereas this is loud voice. But it's annoying to me to miss it because I'm close. So yeah, loud voice. This is exception, and I believe it's Ray Guy. Ray Guy. Ray Guy.
例外
And yes, little Ray. Like there's a little bit of L in there.
例外例外
Okay, this is exception. Ray Boone. Ray Boone. This is an example sentence, which is what they give us.
例文
I like that. Jukugo. So that means that it's taking the on readings or on yomi. And so if you know the on yomi, you just say which one's which, string it together. And there's a kind of verb that does this. It's amazing. It's kind of like, I think, the gerundy kind of verb where you just like make a verb out of a noun. I think that's a gerund. I might have that wrong. So like, I don't even know. Photograph. Photographs noun. It can be a verb, but it's turned into a verb by just saying, yes, I photographed that thing. So the pseudo verbs, and we haven't seen them yet, they just take the two or however many, I think it's usually two, or maybe, I think I've seen one, own readings, and then just add pseudo at the end and you're done, and it's amazing and it's perfect because the normal verbs take the kun reading. And the kun reading for some people is the harder one. Maybe they learn the own reading first. I don't know. Own reading is the one I tend to learn first. So. Whew. All right. I'm going to get to 75 and I'm going to take a break because my brain's a little like... so we can talk Japanese other things, but I'm going to pause this WaniKani for a minute. I used to play videos from my trip. I have a bunch of them I could pull up, but I don't know what's entertaining. So if you guys have questions, that'd be a good thing we could do. But I do want to take like a little break. Oh man, what is this one? It looks like west, but I don't think it's west. I think it's dynamite. Yes. Okay, good. So it's a radical, but it looks very similar to other radicals in kanji that mean other things. So glad I burned that one. Hopefully I'll never. And the radicals, like once you learn the kanji, like knowing the name of the radicals isn't going to help you in Japan or Japanese. It doesn't matter. They don't say those things. It's just a tool for you to learn. Okay, so we know this one was loud voice. This is discuss. Yes. So this is Don. Kaki was lively energy. I think it's just energy. And this is strong. So it's Suyoi. Yes. How do you say that?
強い
Suyoi. Good. I'm going to get to 74. I'm at 75 right now. I'm going to take a break and we're going to talk about Japanese things. So I want questions from the chat. Doesn't have to even be Japanese. I don't care at this point. Give me something to talk about for a hot second before I keep proceeding. I could show you Legos. I have Tokyo back here. I could, keep it in the theme, I guess. But just saying. I'll take a pause on this WaniKani. So this is famous place. Famous place. Symbols are. Yes, thank you. It could be a compass direction. It could be a stick of explosive. You're right. Well, the thing is, I don't think the kanji for dynamite is that symbol. I don't think. I haven't learned it yet. So if you know the symbol for dynamite, if you want to look it up, let me know if that's the radical. I'd love to know. So famous place, Meisho. But we're not going to get that yet. This is power. We said this one earlier was discuss. Oh, okay. I want to do this one. Meisho. Yes. Okay. And this is townspeople. See, this is the problem. You can just keep going if you're on a roll like that. What was this one? Jinsei or Ninsei? Damn. Legos and shipwrecks are both cool. Yes, I would agree with you 100%. All right, let's pause it there. Because 72, we're on a good roll. While that's up, let me pull up a video. So yeah, this is Tokyo. Try to make sure I don't take it off camera there. And this is the Lego set. I don't have the box handy, or I'd pull that up. Tokyo Tower, which if you watch any anime ever, you've seen Tokyo Tower. Go way back. That's an older a monument, basically. It used to be a radio tower, but I don't think they use it for that anymore. And then the newer one, which is actually in also in anime and manga, this would be the Sky Tree, a little bit taller, as you can see. You got Mount Fuji in the background here, kind of, sort of to scale. I don't know. Cherry blossoms. I forgot the rest of these because they're a little smaller and you can't really make out the detail. And I forgot this building too. So yeah, I need to get a little cheat sheet so I remember which ones are which. But yeah, this is a cool little set, and I'm actually very excited. So Instagram has these ridiculous. Yes, it's Tokyo. Instagram has these marketing things for different businesses, whatever. And one of them that has been hitting me up pretty hard in my algorithm is for light kits for Legos. So this company takes LEDs and provides like a kit for you to retrofit your existing Legos with lights. And I have always been a fan of Legos since I was very little. And the soonest, I don't remember when it came out, but there was a kit with a light, a real Lego set with a light, and it was amazing. I was so in love. I bought it. I mean, my parents bought it, I'm sure, right away, because I just was like, oh my god, I got to have the light. So cool. So this light ailing, I think they call it, and it's out of China. I know that. I figured that out. They sell retrofitted light kits, and they're reasonable-ish. With shipping for the light kit for this, it was $30, and that was on sale. So probably more normally. But yeah, it's gonna put little LEDs in here, and then it's gonna be all lit up, and I'm so excited. That was like my Christmas, I need to buy something stupid, spend some dumb money. They had a sale. What are we gonna do? Oh, you're talking. What's this? You have old people Lego? Yes, I have old people Lego slash hard women. I have a lot. Someday again when you come visit, you'll have to see my collection that I have, and it's in a box. So maybe before then I'll have pulled it out and done something with it. And it's half of my collection because I gave half of, probably more than half of my Legos away before I left Orlando, um, to my nephew Henry, and he's 5. He's 5, right? It's not 6. He's 5. Yes, I think he just turned 5. Gosh, I gotta double check that. I'm horrible. Horrible uncle. But no, he's not quite old enough for Legos, although he does have the Mario Legos, which are really amazing. So he's growing into them, and his parents weren't thrilled that I was doing this, and so I kind of left him with my mother down in South Florida, and I was like, could you just hang on to this until he's ready? At that point, we can properly give him his Legos. Because I have a ton. I bought Harry Potter, Star Wars, the original kits, way back, like before they had licensed properties. I've got Lego movie kits. I've got so many Legos. But I would build them and I would put them out somewhere for a while. And then I just didn't really have a good place for storing them, like for displaying them. And that's like the hardest problem. I've only met one person in my life who did a pretty good job of displaying his Harry Potter Legos. But yeah, so I even here in Seattle with our house, I don't have a lot of room to just put Lego out on display, and I don't even know if I want to do that. Like it's like sounds like a great idea, but nah. So yeah, I build the Legos. They then get put into a box, and I put them away in a Tupperware. So it's like I'm happy that my nephew can take these and do something fun with them, hopefully. But I do also still have a lot of my. I kept, as I said, I kept like a half. The sets that I really love, The Hobbit. Oh my god, I have a Hobbit. I have the Hobbit hole, which I should pull that back out. Especially in time for the Netflix or Amazon Prime series. But yeah, I have a lot of Legos. It's stupid. And I will... Gosh, I could do like a whole Lego thing. I have an idea too. I'm not going to say it here, but I'll tell you later, Matt, about what Legos and Twitch... There's a thing. I'm sure someone's kind of doing it. I wouldn't be shocked. But I should also talk about this. Here, let me... So I did an interview... How do I... Sorry, I'm trying to switch to this. I did an interview... I did a review, a video, with... or about, rather, this documentary called Queer Japan. And I wanted to put this up because Gengoro Tagame on the left and Andy Mangles on the right are two queer illustrator slash comic creators. Gengo is a artist writer, and Andy is a writer. And I know Andy from talking to him from interviewing him for my show Flame On. But Gengoro, who, if you've ever seen any manga or anime that's very like, and I know Matt, you have, anyone else watching, but it's very burly, manly, queer, mostly queer. I'm sure there's straight bara, but that'd be weird. He's like the godfather of that. I mean, he's one of the most well-known creators. He also did a manga called my brother's husband, I believe. That's like just a regular manga, and it's about this Canadian. Well, hello there, Mariana. Welcome. We're gonna get back to Japanese here in a minute, but I figured I'd talk about this. So Gengoro's amazing. Andy's amazing. They so the interview, or sorry, the biography. The documentary is somewhat biographical because they interview different queer Japanese individuals, And I got to see an early copy of this. It's out on all the video streaming platforms. It's called Queer Japan. There's a video back in the stream. If you're on Twitch, it should be back there a little bit. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, it's also on our Flame On page. Great documentary. Highly recommend it. And I am going to be having the director, Graham Colbins. Yeah, you probably would really enjoy it. It's a great little series. I've read the first volume. I need to read the second one. But yeah, we're gonna have Graham Colbins, the director of Queer Japan, on this stream Monday, the 4th of January, 7 o'clock Pacific. So about when we started this one. So if you have a chance to watch a documentary before then, please do. We'd love to have you join us and have questions for him. I have a million questions about his time in Japan, how he got to meet Gengoro and all the individuals he interviewed. There's so many things I want to know about his experience. He was also instrumental in translating Gengoro's work, which is also really interesting for me. So yeah, I'm very excited to interview Graham. I'll have the event set up so people can say they're going and get a reminder. But that'll be on Monday the 4th at 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern. So yeah, that's Queer Japan. Very excited about that. The documentary, like I said, is so good. I'm embarrassed. I don't have a favorite because I've only seen bits and pieces of his work. I need to deep dive and get good copies of his anthology stuff to really go through those stories. But I love My Brother's Husband. It's not his sexy stuff. I mean, it's very wholesome. But I think it's important. I think it's really important that he tells that story. So I need to get more familiar with it. And part of it's because his work isn't as widely. It's better now, I think, but he didn't have the best success at getting his stuff published and staying in print. I know some of his stuff was published and translated, but it's harder to come by. Though again, I think it's better, and I think that's changing with his work. My Brother's Husband obviously is helping get his name out. All right, let me go back to our WaniKani here. But what is I know you're familiar with his work. Do you have a favorite of his time with oh god, what are the magazines? Is it like B magazine or something? I just saw this documentary and I can't remember already. Gengoro. Oh, that's new. Our Colorful Days looks like a new work he's doing. Oh, that's awesome. I'm looking at just various things that you can get. A lot of it's currently unavailable. Yeah, I think we were talking about this. It's very hard to find the real things. So, and it's the French edition, so I don't know if this is out yet in English. Let me switch my screen share here. I'll have to ask Graham about this. Our Colorful Days. Gengoro Tagame and Bruno Pham. Oh, Bruno Pham translated it, so I don't know Bruno. Follow Gengo. Yeah, I mean, we've seen the T-shirts. We've seen the, all the various art that we've found, I'm sure, on Tumblr or wherever. I actually got. Let me find it real quick. I think this is Gengoro. It may not be. Forgive me if I am mistaken here. I'm going to find it. I got to go through my Japanese pictures real quick. Find this one. There was a mural at the Eagle in Tokyo in the Nichome section of Shinjuku. Where is my... Oh, there it is. I hate that pose so much. I look like an idiot here. All right. I'm going to share this with you guys. I think that's Gengoro. I mean, and me. I might be wrong, but it's bara at the very least. This is bara. Think sumo wrestlers without clothing. No, they can have clothes. That's not unacceptable. So that was the Eagle Tokyo Blue, I believe. And then I also went. Oh no, sorry, that was the main Eagle. This was Eagle Blue. And I have to look up his signature to see if that's him. But yeah, definitely excited to talk to Graham and learn more about Kingoro. Thanks. Yeah, I had a good time. Again, if I had had like people there I knew, I think I would have had a better time. Certainly going back, I know a lot more of what I want to do, where I want to go. I was there 3 times and just didn't plan. I planned enough. Like you don't want to over plan for any of those trips. You want to wander, but I would have preferred to have had somebody to like sit there and talk to because, as a foreigner, especially when you're not comfortable speaking Japanese, even though the Eagle and Eagle Blue both are very, receptive, it's still a little awkward. And you just, I don't. I probably could have pushed myself out of my comfort zone a bit more. Eagle and Eagle Blue. So Eagle is a Japanese, so the Eagle in general is a gay, mostly male leather kink bar. There are Eagles all over the place, all over the world, but they all are different because it's not a franchise. It's basically just a concept that you can just sort of, hey, I'm going to start my own Eagle. And I would say Eagle Tokyo, we're talking just plain old Eagle, not Blue, is very much just a hangout, like bar, wood, some seating, but a lot of standing room, and they're not huge. No Japanese bars are huge; they're very tiny, but it's big for a Japanese bar. Actually, it's comfortable enough. Um, and then the Blue, which is just around the corner, really, is like their crossover to like more of a drag bar, but also for locals. Because what you have in Tokyo and in Nichome specifically is you have a lot of bars there that are for queer individuals, whether they're lesbian, trans, drag, whatever your community is. There's probably a bar or several bars for you, and they can tend to be a little particular about keeping that space for those communities. So much so that there was a whole controversy about this one bar, Goldfinger. They talk about this a little bit in the Queer Japan doc, but they didn't allow trans women to come to a women's only event. And there was this whole thing, and this is recent, this is last year. So they can be a little particular, and it sucks because, Japan is so welcoming to foreigners in a lot of ways, but in certain kinds of bars like that, they can be a little like, no, we don't want foreigners here. And it's because not only they don't think they're good people, or it's not that. They just want a safe, inclusive, but inclusive to their community space, not rando tourists, foreigners coming in, not speaking Japanese, not being in that community. It's like that. So it's a little disconcerting, but the Eagle is not like that. The Eagle Tokyo or Eagle Blue is not as bad. I mean, I think that the Blue is really again more for locals, so I felt a little awkward there. But at regular Eagle, the bartenders were very familiar, friendly. I met some expats from America there. I met some European people. I mean, it's a melting pot. So as long as they let you in and they they want to take your money, you're probably fine. And you can even find people who will try to speak English or whatever your language is. But I mean, English is probably a safe bet other than like Japanese. I've not been to Little Tokyo neighborhoods in LA. I've been to Little Tokyo or Little Japan in San Francisco. And I started exploring the Japantown of Seattle, which Seattle's got a ton of Japanese businesses and communities and all over the place. It's kind of amazing. But I've not been to the ones in LA. I would love to. I actually really, I would love to get back down to LA because the times that I have been there have been for work or work adjacent stuff, and I didn't get to do a lot of good stuff there. And I know so many people there now. it'd be fun to get there. And yeah, I'd love to see the little Tokyo area. So yeah, let's do some more WaniKani. So this is person and we did this one, person and feeling, I believe. So this is, I think it's Jinsei. No, Ninsei probably. No, Ninjo. Again.
人情
Yeah. All right, we'll get that one. We've had this one. We know the meaning is loud voice. It's O Goe, I believe. Yeah. So big is the first symbol. It can be Tai, Dai, O, and then voice is Koe, or the K sound will soften to a G sound, so it becomes Goe. So O Goe. This is action. I think action reality. Is this action reality? Action truth. I think it's realization. I think it's Jitsu. Yes. Have you been to LA's Little Tokyo, Matt? I don't know. If there's anything about it that because I know you went down to LA a few times. I think, right? I've been, like I said, Japantown in San Francisco is amazing, but I only really went to the mall. It's not like Chinatown. It's not expansive, blocks and blocks and blocks. It's this mall, and then there's some stuff around it, and stuff scattered around. But yeah, if you have a good recommendation of places there, I'd love to check that out. We did this one earlier. This was with difficulty. So this is, what did I say this was? Broken, no. Yeah, broken shape, right? So it's Setsu and then Kaku. So it's Sekaku. Nope. No, it should be Sekaku. I spelled it wrong. Yeah, Sekaku. Okay.
せっかく
I just mistyped. All right. This is example sentence. This is power, which is chikara. This is art. So I just learned this one. Gei jutsu. And gei is the first symbol, which is acting or performing. And jutsu is art. So you'll actually see a couple of them that use gei, including geisha, which is cool to see finally the word for geisha, but also art. You'll have art and you'll have fine art. So this is more like performing arts. Just double check that I'm not wrong about that. Oh, fine art. Okay. So acting and art, and then I think the other one is like the performing arts. So. Yeah, I love Japanese curry. Brandon and I have found some local, not curry places, but places you can buy the curry packs. There was one that had like apples in it. It was amazing. And then I watched this one cookbook YouTube video, and this woman makes curry with ground up, really finely ground apple, and it is so good. So I made her recipe somewhat. I adapted that a little bit. So yeah, I love Ichi. What is it? The main one, the Koko Ichiban. I had that in Japan. I've had a few other places make various curries. The trick is, especially for us, is to try to find ones that don't have shrimp or fish, bonito derived dashi, and that's a challenge. So whenever you find one that doesn't have that, it still tastes good. You're like, yes. I think this is realization. No, what is this? Truth. Oh, okay. So it's truth and then truth. Or no, action, truth. Action, thing, matter, truth. Yeah, okay. I think this is to answer, but I don't remember what. So the first symbol is answer. The second one is just a hiragana, A. A sound. I think this means answer, but I cannot think of what it's the kun reading is what we need, and I don't know the kun reading. I don't remember the kun reading for answer. So I'm gonna just guess Kanji, which is not it. Oh, well, hey there, Matt. Another Matt. Good to see you there on Twitch. Do you also stream these days like the rest of us? People who are stuck at home doing less than we hoped. Kotae. Kotae.
答え
So, yeah, that's kota. Will I remember this again? So, kota, something like a coat. I mean, there's a mnemonic I could just use. Kun reading. Gotta show all information here. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Kota. The coat is your answer. You wear the coat of answers. Not a good mnemonic. We did this one earlier. This is ability, and so this is gi no. This is classroom. So that's teaching followed by room. So teaching room is classroom. That makes sense, right? I love that one. This was art again, and so this is gei jutsu. Kireru is to be cut. Kireru. This was truth. Okay, I got this one wrong because I misspelled it, but this is seikaku. So again, the little su is like that rendaku. You put the two together and you lose a little bit. It becomes a su sound. So it's sekaku.
せっかく
We did this one earlier. This is strong. This is think, I think. Or is it old? I think it's think. Nope. Thought. Teaching. Oh, so thinking and teaching, as you'd expect, maybe, they look similar. They got the same kind of radicals. So this is the teaching radical followed by an a sound, to which makes it a noun. So it's actually teaching. This is to run, which is hashiru. This is, I believe, appearance. Appearance. This was teaching. So what is kyoe? No, it's not it. Nada. No, what is, damn. I don't remember, and I should have looked at it. So it's teaching, and it's the kun reading of teaching. The on reading is kyo, and the kun reading is no. I'm gonna guess wrong. Yep. Oshi. Oshie. Oshie. So what's the mnemonic? So because they already like had to find it in a different place, they don't always repeat the mnemonic that you need, which sucks. But it's like Oshi. I'm learning about the sea or something like that. Not great. No wonder I've forgotten it.
教え
So teaching is Oshie. Okay. This is a stamp or a spoon? Stamp. To teach. Nope. To be taught. Or no, teaching. Oh, man. Get it right one of these days. So this is Kyo, because it's the own reading. Shih Tzu, just like the dog, which I think is hilarious, because Shih Tzu pops up a lot. and they're not about dogs. This is horsepower. The first symbol is horse, which, by the way, I don't encourage you to do this. In fact, I would actually say, from what I have witnessed, you don't want to do this. They do serve horse sushi or horse sashimi in Japan, and it is. I think my friend said he would not ever get it again because it just was uneventful. He didn't like it. Anyway, my friend Ken, who actually is the one who got me into this program, he was far more adventurous than I was and liked to try weird things. And, you know, sometimes I'll try some weird things. But he had horse sashimi and he had whale sashimi. And it's not a whale like, you know, endangered whale. It's like, you know, whatever the narwhal, whatever the not quite a whale thing is. Anyway, long story short, don't do it. Not only is it not great to consume animals, obviously, but this certain kind of sashimi, like even local Japanese people don't love it. It's not a thing. I'm sure some like it, but I was having a conversation and drinks at a bar in Sasebo, and the bartender and I brought it up for some reason. I think I had found out about it, or my friend was asking, and she's like, "We had it." She's like, "I had it once and it was gross." So I don't recommend it. But horse is ba or uma. So this one I think is ba riki. So at least you know what horse is. I would hope that you're looking for other horses. No, that's the weird thing. Well, yeah, whale is more rubbery, I think. I saw him eat it. I saw what it looked like. The weird thing is it's very cold and very like almost frozen. And I don't think that's the way it was prepared. I think that the texture is just denser. So yeah, I think a little harder and more rubbery. But yeah, the face that, so I definitely remember the face my friend made, and the whale was the one that gave him like the worst like reaction. He just did not at all care for it. The other one I just think it was just uneventful. So I don't recommend either one. So that's horsepower. This is sound year. No, blue year. Blue year. Blue year. Blue means new, fresh. Blue and green are very similar in the minds of a lot of Japanese. Like green is a type of blue. So when you see like those really freshly minted green leaves on a plant, they're almost blue. So a lot of times blue connotes youth. So this is either shonen or seinen. I think it's shonen. But it means youth. And I think it's shonen. In this case. Actually, is it seinen? I think it's seinen. Oshie? No, what? We just did this. Oh, I'm thinking of the other one. This was answer kotai. And then this was ninjo. Okay, so I think it's seinen or shonen. Seinen. Fudge. Seinen. Nah, I'll get it right one of these days. What is this? Walk or add or justice. So you can, this first symbol has got a lot of everything, or foot. So I don't think this is this is insufficient. That's right. So sufficient, foot, not walk or run, but foot, justice. Yeah, this is, so again, nai is usually the negation. So I think it's tabi nai. Yes. And this was truth and power. It's truth, power. Source or origin? No. Oof, some of these are old. Oh, true strength. Okay, well, there you go. This is to be cut. This is an answer. Oh, we talked about this earlier. This is, I believe, tabi. which is travel. And this is Jitsu Ryoku. Travel or trip. Seinen. This should be return, I think, or area. Is this return? Oh, yes. True strength. This is number of people. So people and the number. So this is Nin Su. Nope, Ninzu. I always screw that one up too. That's another Rendaku. Yeah, Ninzu. Oh, I put Ninsu. Okay. This is bad energy, which is Waruki. Waruki. No. Wow, I'm failing there. Warugi does become gi. Okay. So Ninzu. Wait, what? Oh, Nin, not Nen. Wow, I am just failing miserably right now. This is Kako. This is like this is a weird radical. So it's like a shellfish with a thing on top. Is it snail? Crab? No. I don't remember what this one is. Oh, geoduck. Should have known that one. They're quite a thing up here. This is hen. Yep. Insufficient. Yes. Oh, I burned it. Hooray. Bad energy. Evil energy? Oh, evil intent. Okay, come on. This is tableware, so it's shoku. Shoki. Yep, shoki. Geoduck. Big sister, and big sister is Mai. Yep. Kion. This was bundle. We did this one earlier. What was this? Oshie. That was that one. Temperature, I think, or warm. And this is teaching. This will be answer if I get it right. It is Kota E. And that was tableware. So that's eat and then vessel. All right. I know this one. I'm going to pause for a second. I'm going to read the comments, but also just to take a break. Yeah, taku octopus. Not a fan. I think I conceptually don't love the idea of eating an octopus. Plus, it is rubbery. Plus, octopi are really smart creatures. So even if there wasn't a conceptual weirdness and a textural weirdness, I read this book in high school, maybe college, and it was all about it was Rendezvous Arama, and then the sequel series about the aliens that are in the Rama series, and it's Arthur C. Clarke and Gentry Lee, and they're like evolved octopi, and they're not actual like our octopi evolved. They're their own version of it, but based strongly around octopi and sort of the impressive like intelligence that they demonstrate, and signaling that they can change color to signal. I mean, it's all of this. Of course, then you read the other day that octopi like to punch fish for no reason. That's a thing that they've observed. So, I don't know. Octopi probably deserve a little bit of abuse because they're kind of assholes. I don't know. All I'm saying is I don't want to eat them. Takoyaki is... I love takoyaki. But I actually really want to find a vegan takoyaki recipe that finds a nice replacement for the octopi. The little chunk of taku. with something that's sort of got the same consistency. I'm thinking like king mushroom, maybe. I don't know. I feel like there's something that you could very easily do. And honestly, takoyaki is all about the rest of the dish, like the taste and the sauce and it's a little doughy, pastry-ish, savory thing. That's huge there. I mean, takoyaki, okonomiyaki, sort of related, but not really. Yaki just means grill, or So anyway, all I'm saying is takoyaki without octopus, I think, is a thing we need to investigate and come up with good recipes for, because don't eat octopus. Um, Squid, I don't care about. No, I mean, I don't want to eat squid either, but that's the thing. Oh, what do they use for squid? Don't Isn't that a thing? Like calamari, you could actually also use other parts of an animal. But either way, I don't typically do that. Yeah, the octopus punching a fish thing was hilarious. I want to see videos of this. It's got to be kind of amazing and hilarious. But yeah, no. Okay, so the WaniKani thing, I should actually mention this. There is a sale going on right now, and you don't have to pay for WaniKani to start. You can do the first 3 levels for free. WaniKani.com. If you just Google WaniKani, WaniKani, I recommend you trying it before you buy anything more, to see if it's going to work for you. But there are like 60 some odd levels of content. By the time you finish, you have got a pretty good proficiency with Japanese vocabulary. It does not teach you grammar. It is just vocab and kanji. But I did do the sale last year. Is that when I bought it? Last year? I think it was last year. Maybe 2 years ago. But I think it was last year. And yeah, a couple $100 lifetime, with the sale. I mean, it brought it way down. It was very worth it. Very worthwhile. If you want to learn Japanese, there's probably many, many ways to learn it. But if you really want this kind of repetition-based system that pushes you to keep going, it's got a little gamification, but really it's not bad. It's very light. The only thing I will say is the backlog part, which is, we're at 47 right now, of reviews. These are not even new things we're learning, which I haven't done yet. It's a lot, and if you take a break for a few days even, and you get high enough level, you can have a lot of backlog to work through, and it takes a while. So that's the only thing I would caution about. But I mean, if you want to do it, it definitely will remind you. It will push you. It's quite a cool system. So the sale's going on. I don't remember when it ends. I can look it up. So Tofugu is the company that makes it. Tofugu WaniKani sale. Let's see. The sale currently is $100 off WaniKani Lifetime. And it goes until January 6th. So yeah, the lifetime membership is just a one-time payment. You got it for the life of the product. So basically right now it's normally $299. If you did it right now, it's $199. So it goes from $300 to $200. 100% worth it. So yeah, I'll put a link in the Twitch. So yeah, I would definitely encourage anyone who wants to learn Japanese to practice. Because I mean, you can tune into YouTube videos, you can watch anime, you can do all of this stuff to get exposure. But what was I looking up? I was gonna look something up. Yeah, the mobile app situation sucks. I don't love the fact that there's not a good mobile app for WaniKani directly, but they have an API, and the API is public, so anyone can, I believe, make their own app. But so people have, right? I just honestly prefer the browser experience. And so even on my Android phone, the browser app, which is just in browser, it works fine. It's the experience I would want. I do have another app that I use sometimes out of convenience, and it really doesn't even save much time or effort. It's I could get rid of it and just use the web app and be fine. And you're seeing the web app on here. So I assume the Android and iPhone web app would be equivalent. Like they should look the same. So you don't need to bother with finding the right app. It works pretty well. But if you're an app developer and you want an opportunity to do some cool stuff, their API is pretty neat. I looked at it briefly just to look at an app, look at an API, and I was interested in it. And I was like, I could write one, but it's a lot of time when they have a pretty good web app. Anyway. Finished my wine. All right. So let's do a couple more. I don't know if I'm going to get down to inbox 0 here. I'd have to do like a speed round to try to burn through these without talking, and I don't think that's as entertaining. I do that every morning pretty much. I spend like a half an hour to an hour just going through my backlog. So this is North. Kita. This is subject. So this is shoe go. Yep. I think this is a brush. Yeah. Again, radical. Ninzu. This was character. And this is it Jinkaku or Ninkaku? Yep, Jinkaku. North. I love this one. So there are occasionally ones that make a lot of sense, and there are occasionally ones that make no sense. This one makes no sense. Almost. Choose, and then it's a verb. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm doing the wrong one. So this is fine. This one's easy. It's the verb for choose, to choose. The one that I was thinking of, hopefully we'll see it, but it's basically choose person, and what it means is ridiculous. So this is, let's choose. Oh, man. Let's choose. Sin is the own reading. Kun reading is... Erabu? No. Yes, Erabu. Oh my god, I got it right. All right. This is a skeleton. So bone and then status. So your bone status is skeleton. Wada? Taba is bundle. Kotsukaku, so kokaku. This is father, which we'll see it again, and I'll talk about each thing, but mostly it was hiragana. This is section leader. For if you're a musician, I assume this would be equivalent to having a section leader, right? Kacho. This is to wish. This is a tale or story. This is subject. Number of people. This is the arts. I thought this was fine arts. Yeah. So this is like beautiful art, and I just think fine arts. So O is O. This is the one I always screw up, though. Is it Kasan? Ka-a-a-san? No, Tosan. I always screw that one up. Mother and father, just in my head. I don't know. Can't get them right. This is little sister, not big sister. To choose. And yeah, watching anime, you'd think I'd know Kasan or Tosan, but I know Chichi and Haha. That's the shorter version. B, jutsu. Spell it right. Evil intent, not bad energy. This is okay. This is ambiance, I love this one because it's sort of this. Okay, this is a good example of one that sort of works. So it's atmosphere. That's the first symbol. Fun. Surround. Energy. Atmosphere, surround, energy, ambiance. That works. So let's see if we can spell it out here. So this is all own readings. So it's fun, e, ki, or gi. Ki or gi? Ki. Yes. Funiki is ambiance. This is a drawing, literally, and also it's a drawing. Ambiance. Love that one. So we know it's not Oka-san, it's Oto-san, right? Yeah. Oh my god, I have had this one forever, so being that it's apprentice, I am sad. Because that means, so if you get it wrong and you've had it for a while and you're up at a high level, it drops you. Because it's like you didn't learn it, so you gotta do it again. You gotta push that boulder up the hill again until it rolls down on you. So yeah, I am sad when I get a familiar old friend, and it's dropped back down to that. This is duty, I believe. Nope. What is this one? Weapon? It's weapon. Weapon. The radicals, I don't really care because I don't even always use them. I should probably care because that's part of the system. But to wish, no zomu. So it's the kun reading of that symbol, which is no. But when it's the kun reading, that's the own reading is no. When it's a kun reading, it's like nose. You wish with your nose. That's my right. I made that one up. That's my. So sometimes if you make your own mnemonic up, it's going to be better anyway. So yeah, stick with your own mnemonic if you can. This is a tree, which should be moku, or no ki, ki or gi. Ki, yes. That was evil energy, which is waru. Was this gi or ki? Gi. Yes, gi. Oh, so this is a kun reading again, and it's beforehand or previously. Previously, the own reading is yo. Kun reading is like weird. Arakaji. Kajime? Nope. What is it? Arakajime. Oh, I did have it right, and I just second guessed myself. So this is fall arrive. Ochi Suku. What is this? What is it? Oh, or is it hot? Oh. Okay, I got that right, but I don't know what this means. Oh no, it's a verb too. It's oh. This is foreign, so Gai Koku? Yeah, foreign country. Bundle. Eh. Oh, nope, that's E. Damn it. Nope. Oh, Kaku. Okay. To this is I just learned this one, so I'm not too sad I'm missing this. To fall, no. To what was I saying earlier? To have arrived previously. I don't know. To arrive. It's not that. To calm down. Of course it's to calm down. There's no reason that means that. To fall and arrive. I guess if you're falling and you've arrived, you can calm down because the travel is stressful. Let's go with that. This is success. Yes. This is determination. This is example. Tari. To. No. What does this mean? Previously? Oh, okay. Foreign country. How would I spell? Wow. This is to begin, or she. This is a tale or a story. It's also language, but it's, I believe, Hanashi. Hanashi. Yep. So I always confuse this one with the one we had earlier. I think this is quickly. Yes, fast. This is a drawing. Oh, kaku. This was very or all AL. Like, yeah. The examples make a lot more sense. Very Japanese. Nihon teki is like very Japanese. So this was to calm down. We're going to remember this next time. Is it Kachin? No. What is this one? Kachin. K and Ka, I always get those screwed up. This is opening or open. Example. So that second symbol there is your repeater. So it takes the first symbol and just doubles it. So if it was so by itself, then it's so. Or it will be rendaku to like hayaku or hayaku, byaku, I think is the other one you can do. Yeah.
Hayabaya.
Oh, hayabaya. That's it. But so works. This is people. Kai for open. Oh, burned it. Yay. I need to do like a drinking game. Said somebody famously before, bad things happen. But no, I think a drinking game could be easily developed for this app. If you burn something, you take a shot. It's not a group activity. That's the only problem. So it would be kind of a weird way to make it a drinking game, but something to think about for the future. This is to begin or begin. I burned that one. See, we'll take a shot. This is mean. This is certain death. Certain death. Certain death. Just works. What is this? Oh man, what is certain? I'm struggling with certain for some reason. I know the Kun reading, but the On reading. Nope. Oh. Oh wow, I had that way off. So it's Hitsu, and then death is she. Aw, thanks. And I appreciate the encouragement. As they say, matinee, not sayonara, but we'll see you soon. Matatne. This is big action, so this is important. I am almost done. We are going to be on time and wrap up right at 9 o'clock Pacific, which will be midnight for you Easterners, and somewhere in between for the rest of you. Let's see. This is Keishin. This is to shine. So, oh man, what is this? Hikaru? Yes. This is to count. Kazueru? Kazueru? Nope. Kazoeru? Kazoeru.
Kazoeru.
Yeah, to count. Arakajime. To shine. Life insurance, I think. Or is it preserve life? I think it's life insurance. So Shinin. Shinin. 4 seasons. So that first symbol is 4, and then the second one's seasons. Life insurance. Insurance, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I'm wrong. Oh, no, year. Duh. New Year. Oh my god, it's New Year. Holy crap, look at this. Now, it's not like New Year's, because that's Shogatsu. Um, Although that's not what this means. I need to look up what this means. I can't. I don't recognize either symbol. I think this means arrive or participate. So whatever this is, I meant to look it up, and I didn't. But this is a new year. I bet you if we look at the examples, there are examples. I want to see an example sentence. Oh, okay, I guess you can use that for Happy New Year then. So that's New Year, and then one tedo demo deto u gojimasu. Oh yeah, I gotta look all that up. So yeah, and I know hiragana, so I can sound it out, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna go, oh yeah, I know that verb. All right, we're almost there. 16 left. And then I'll be completely caught up. Cleats? Nope. What? It's not cleats? It's cleat, isn't it? Cleat. This is... no. Taiji? No, it's daiji, I bet. Yeah. Tie and dye. Screw it up all the time. Cleat. Daiji. Teki. Kazueru. Nope, Kazueru. Damn it. I want to say ooh for some reason. This one was heat. She. Hitsushi. Word or story and then concept, right? Is that concept? Topic? I think it's topic. Yeah. You. Okay. Yes, this is steam. I remember this one because it's you gay, and I'm like, and it's about steam. So I have bathhouses in my head, obviously. This is blood. So this is Sora. No, Chi is the Kun reading. This would be. Fudge. What is the own reading? Maybe it's Chi. I don't know. We'll get to it. Geisha. No. Geinin. This is a performer. Geinin. This is revolve. Nope. Car month. Or car moon. Morning. Really? Oh, Asa. Wow. All right. Kazo eru. Wadai? Godai? Is it Wadai? Wadai. Wadai. Morning. So, Ohayo gozaimasu. Ohio is part of that. Good morning. This morning. Was it Konkesa? Konkesa? Anyway. This morning. Asa gohan, breakfast. That's what I was fishing for. This is exit. No, this was admission. No, origin. Shutsu. Oh my god, that was such a hard one to spell. What is blood? I want to say K. That's not right. No. If it's chi, oh okay. Ketsu. Oh, ketchup. That's my mnemonic for ketsu. It's ketchup. So this is this is doubt. It's gi. No. Oh, range. Say. I bet. Yep. Beforehand. Oh, reservation. Yo. Yaku. I like that one. It's beforehand promise, so it's reservation. When you make a promise beforehand, you've made a reservation. Makes sense, right? What is this? This is like exit. entrance, exit place. It's weird though. It's not what you think it's going to be. I think it's origin. Yep. Shiki. Is it Shiki? Shiki. Arrange. So with a saber. So say asa. Reservation. Kitsu. Oh man, we're almost done. This wasn't life insurance. Oh, New Year. New Year. Did we have this one? I thought we had this one. No. Soku. No. Haya. It's not Hayabaya though. What is it? Haya. Oh no. Oh no, I did this one wrong the other day. It's Hayaku. I always think the ku is a repeater for some reason, so it's not. It's Hayaku. Hayaku. Fast. This is Steam. We had this one earlier. This is fast. That's it. Oh man. Just disregard. We can't even look at this right now. Oh my gosh. Out of 100, yeah, I'm getting a D in this class. And I wish I could say that it's worse on here, but it's actually not. It's about par for the course here. But I got 74 answered correctly, and I burned all of these. If these were shots that I had been taking, oh my god. If they had been shots, I would not have done as well. It would definitely have an inverse relationship to my ability to remember. So yeah, that's how I did. Definitely got to look at some of these, make sure I don't spell them incorrectly. And that's the nice thing of WaniKani is it does show you. You can then like click at it, look at it. I'm level 15. Let me go to my main page here. So yeah, 96 new vocab and kanji. And I'm actually at the beginning of level 15. So there's a bunch of the radicals that I'm going to get here when I get to it. So yeah. In fact, these are the radicals I will be getting. And they actually do pare down the number of radicals over time. And you just get more and more kanji. So, less radicals. Sounds interesting. So then, these are the kanji I'm getting. Also, these are the little markers. To pass a level, you have to get so many right answers. And then those will fill up in your like little status meter. Oh, and so you want to see what just my current level with what I've burned and everything. I'm going to get one additional one tonight. I'm going to get 99 tomorrow. And does it tell you me what time? It just says Wednesday. Oh, here we go. So you can actually see over the course of your day at whatever intervals. And those intervals are based on when you have been playing or doing it. Because it's from the time you clear something that it unlocks it. So you can see that if I don't do anything from now until 7 o'clock tomorrow, I will have 100 more reviews to go through. So that's a lot. It's not as bad. I mean, I know people who have like multiple hundreds a day. And then so this is just 100. So if I don't do anything at all tomorrow, Thursday, New Year's Eve, by the end of the day, I'm up to 164. And so that's, again, not terrible, but you can just kind of project outward. And so if I took like the whole weekend, took a long weekend, I did nothing. By Monday at 10 a.m., I'm up to 300 reviews. That is not going to happen because I do not want to have 300 reviews sitting there waiting for me. The other thing, though, is if I actually go and do some of these lessons, then I'm going to add to that number as well. So that's kind of what they actually advise when you're in the mid-teens, which is, they say, like the hardest period. For some reason, the first 10 are pretty fine, doable. You get to 10 and you go to up to 20, and that's the really like just death levels because it is all just stacking up and you're not burning as much off your list. But if you take your time through those intermediate 10 levels and you let it burn off, you just keep doing reviews, it makes then that more manageable as you get into the 20s and on. So that's kind of what I've been doing. I've been slowing down my progress to just really review the things I've already learned. I think I need to get back into doing lessons. I mean, I'm at 96 right now, so it's not great. But I pick at it every now and again. Like every couple days, I'll just knock a couple out in the evening. Right before I go to bed is, one of my favorite times. If I take like a bath or something, I'll just sit there and knock a bunch of lessons out. Just to give you like an idea of what those lessons look like. They're very similar to the reviews. You get basically a new word. Look, disappear. And then it breaks it down, talks about which kanji it's using. These are the ones that will be after this. The meaning, to go out, to turn off. Interesting, that means to disappear. What it's built off of, yada, yada, yada. So, I mean, and then you have to take a little quiz and basically just parrot it back, and it's pretty easy. So, we're not going to do those now. I'm going to hold off on those for the moment, but hopefully this helped. So, you can pick at it. In fact, that's happened. Family emergency, whatever the reason is, if you're unable to get back to it, you do stack up, and you don't have to do them all at once. You just have to make, I guess, net gain. So if you're accumulating at a certain rate, which eventually it will stop accumulating, because the reason it's accumulating, the reason you're getting more, is because you've passed them. And so that sets the timer over again for whatever period of time. So if you'll cap out at whatever number. So it's not like forever, accumulating. In fact, my friend just did level 60 and passed it, and that's the max level. And he didn't finish or burn off all the old stuff. So he is just accumulating, but it only maxed out at like, I don't even know. So he told me like 6,000, and that's insane. Like, obviously that's insane. And but he's not going to get any more lessons. He's only going to get reviews. So he can just sit there and pick at that forever, and until he learns them. And you get past a certain level, and it gets really specific kanji that, I think for NLP, if you're looking at doing the tests, the proficiency tests, you can get into level like, I think 20 and up, and you're pretty proficient at like a 3rd to 5th grade. I forgot where it breaks out. They'll send you emails. They'll tell you like, oh, you just got a 3rd grade comprehension, by passing this level. And I'm also going through the Genki textbook, which is a very common textbook for Japanese in America. I think the world, actually. It's one of the NHK that does it. I don't remember. Some language organization in Japan, or organization. So yeah, they you look at their kanji and how they progress, and I mean, I'm at level 15 out of 60. I'm pretty far in for the what they consider the basics. Because I know, like, if you can look at, you can look at my stats here. Hold on a sec. Where's my kanji? So there's your, yeah. Oh, death is, okay, they just keep getting worse. Oh, so paradise is where it starts to get a little less horrible. Where's my stats? I thought there was a stats page that tells you, like, total. Is that it? Oh, maybe this is it. Okay. So, at the different levels, if you add all of that up, I've learned that many kanji radicals and vocab. So, however you want to break that out. So, that's, we're looking at over 1,000, actually, I think close to 1,500. Most Japanese people, on average, use like 2,000 kanji, And there's a lot of redundancy in this, and radicals don't matter. So you take those away, and it's a smaller number. But that's still pretty good for, I've been doing this full time, so to speak, since last year. Probably mid to late last year, started from nothing. And I'm already level 15. And I could have gone faster for sure. So, and then I've burned. So I actually know. That's interesting. I didn't even add that in. I've burned. I know, or it thinks I know, 700 different kanji radicals and vocab. That's great. I like seeing those numbers and remembering why I'm doing this. But yeah, if you take a break for whatever reason, you can claw your way back for sure. Oh, does Jet have an age out? I didn't know Jet had like an age, a max age. I guess that makes sense, but that's kind of funny that they have that like max. It's kind of like the military, you age out, or drum corps, you kind of get too far. That's a shame because I actually have thought about like if I wanted to retire from my current profession and then just teach Japanese or English in Japan, that'd be pretty cool as a vocation. I have friends that have done JET and other similar programs and they loved it. Though I think JET proper has some issues I know people have encountered, but I'm not going to talk to that really intelligently. Yeah, see stuff that's unlocked. These are items that it really thinks you need to focus on. Some of these are new, so that's why, and this one, but like, I should know this, guys. This is for past, and I keep thinking it's previous. Concern, I miss this one all of the time. Oh my god. I always think it's concern, but it's attention. It's so dumb. So yeah, like this is all the web app. So I mean, this is what it looks like on your phone. I think it looks really good and is pretty straightforward. So I think I'm gonna wrap up, but thank you for sticking around. And we're going to do this again probably soon. I took a break. I took like a Christmassy break, but I'm going to try to get this more regular. And again, Director of Queer Japan is coming on my stream on Monday, the 4th at 7 o'clock Pacific. So we'll do this again before then, but I think that will be really neat. If you have a chance, watch Queer Japan. It's on all the streaming platforms. Just Google Queer Japan. Watch it and come ask questions to the director. So that'll be very exciting. But yeah, that's all I've got. Matinee, and we'll see you all soon.